everybody, welcome. Me, Scott Hoverman, here with Mr. Corin Nemec, and also we have a few other guests. Well, we have our usual partners in crime, Ming and Mike from SharedUniverse.com, and Mr. Mike Ensley from Pensacon.
Mike.
Or Mike Pensacon, as he's referred to.
Yeah, I like that.
Mike Pensacon.
It sounds kind of like a mafioso name or something.
I mean,
Mike Pensaconi.
Mike Pensacon, Mike Pensacon, what don't you do? You DJ, you run a convention, you have Nightmare Theater, you're a geek, you're a badass, you're a fighter. There's nothing that you don't do.
He has a badass jukebox in the background.
I love it.
I hope you like that background music Ming just supplied for everyone.
Yes.
Well, we kind of brought everybody here today really to kind of go over something new and fun and exciting that's going to be happening over in Pensacola. Actually, let me bring it up right quick. Let's see. It's going to be, Pensacon's putting on Halloweenfest. It's going to be free admission to come in. It's October 31st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. down at the Museum Plaza downtown. And they're going to have some celebrity guests, artists, vendors, food trucks, and costume contests. Mike, anything else you want to add with it?
Well, there's going to be a lot of musical performances throughout the day, too. We've already got the Emerald Coast Honors Orchestra, which I know a lot of people see at Pensacon every year. The kids that play their entire orchestra that plays a lot of the sci-fi themes. I think they're going to do a Tim Burton-themed show for us that day. We've got some other bands local. Nick Flagstar, who's a good friend of ours, is going to come out and play. So we'll have a lot of music and other activities happening all through the day.
That's awesome. That sounds like such a great time.
Well, then also you're going to have at least one special guest we know about.
Who's that?
Yeah, well, Corin's coming.
Oh,
Oh.
does that mean I have to cut my hair?
I mean, I know everybody's very excited because you haven't been here before, Corin. You've never been over here to Pensacola with us for an event. So everybody's really thrilled. You know, I'm hearing a lot about Stargate fans talking about it for sure. And we had Mick Garris here this year for Pensacon. So I know that they want to talk to you about the stand as well. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you bet. You bet. The stand was such an incredible experience. I can tell you that much. I mean, 5.5 months on location in Salt Lake City with that cast and with Stephen King there on set basically every day. And Mick Garris, such a phenomenal director. I actually worked with Mick Garris also on an episode of, I think it was Tales from the Crypt. I did with him. As well. That was a really cool episode about it was like comic book artist and what he drew had coming to life in real life, or it was something along those lines.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, and plus he also has his ever-loving Rotten Tail to talk about.
Oh, that's Rotten Tail. I mean, it's actually an Easter film, but
That's nice. And by the way, I just saw the picture pop up, Corin, and I didn't know that you and Richard Dean Anderson were Ghostbusters. That's damn cool.
Yes. Oh yeah. That's not only do we fight alien invasions, but we also take care of your local haunts. Whether it be at your grandmother's house or in your old elementary school
or in a firehouse.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah. Who are you going to call? Corin Nemec, of course.
Duct tape. You need the roll of duct tape.
You need duct tape.
All is good. That's awesome.
Well, Mike, was there anything else? I mean, we know the things going on, but we do have one special announcement, but we got to wait a little bit to bring that along.
We'll have
another guest coming in as soon as he decides to, which I may give him a text right quick and see where the hell he is. But let me do that. I'll let y'all talk for a second while I give him a text.
Yeah, Mike, how long have you been doing Pensacon?
We're coming up on our 8th year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's growing every year. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, I love it. And what was your? And I mean, I love the convention scene myself and all that, but it's a big task to take on. What was your initial kind of impetus to want to dive into that mad world?
Well, I mean, I've been going to conventions since I was in middle school, so like 40 something years. I've been going to conventions, and I just always loved them. I always loved getting together with other people that were like me. Of course, back in those days, we were a little more nerds, were a little more shunned and a little more not mainstream like they are now. And I just felt like the time was right. I started seeing more events happen, and I would go to a lot of events and go, that really works. That doesn't really work. I want to try my hand at doing this the right way. And hopefully, Mike and Ming have both been before. Hopefully they'll say we do things the right way at Pensacon. But
oh my God, one of my favorite cons that I've ever been to.
I think Pensacon is basically the benchmark. It's like, listen, if you can't even get close to the Pensacon mark, then don't even bother trying, because
people bother trying anyway, and they're like, well, there's a green room, there's vending machines. Enjoy yourself. It's like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, speaking from a retailer perspective too, I'll tell you, we have never ever gone to any show that does the things that they do for us. They go out of their way. Like when we go, normally if we ever do a show, we pull up, we have to unload all of our junk, get it ever set up, everything else. They actually have a crew on hand to help us unload the trucks and get it to our booth. And then when it comes time, help break down and get the stuff loaded back into the truck again.
Now that's what I call a crew.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they're fantastic. Their volunteer crew is absolutely fantastic.
I like the idea of having the live bands and stuff perform too throughout the day. And I think that's such a great addition to to draw in different types of crowds, to bring people in who are, might not necessarily go to a convention, but hey, they love music. Now they're there. They're like, hey, wow, this is great, because I can tell you, that the conventions are a fun way for a family to spend a weekend, together. I enjoy them, every single one. I always have to take my own time out and do a wander around, and the Comic Alley is one of my favorite haunts. Go and exchange some autographs for some hand drawn, pictures and stuff like that. Whatever I can do, finagle some cool, cool sketches. I love it.
Actually, it's got people asking questions. This one kind of goes to you, Mike. Will masks be required at Pensacon this year?
Yes, absolutely. Definitely at Halloweenfest. It all depends on how the world changes in the next, 5.5, 6 months here before Pensacon, what happens. But if need to, we're going to follow the CDC guidelines. We're going to follow the proper precautions, and we're going to make sure everybody's safe. That's our main goal. We've already started talking with our venues about social distancing and about spreading things out more and doing more events outside and just doing a whole lot of different things to keep people safe. But yeah, obviously, Halloweenfest, we've already said we're going to have masks required at that event. There'll be hand sanitizing stations. We'll have a sink set up for people, people can go wash their hands during the day. Obviously, keeping people apart and just doing what we can to make it as safe as possible. Because that's the goal. Everybody wants to have, but we also want to be safe.
Yeah, well, with cosplay, you got probably about 50% of the people already in masks, so it's a win-win situation.
Yeah,
right, bring it to the costume contest.
I love it.
Come cosplay Spider-Man mask. Sub-Zero. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Everybody.
Let's say yes.
Work it into your cosplay.
Honestly,
exactly.
That question was addressed to me, and I was gonna answer it. So you kind of no.
We always prefer if Mike wears a mask at Pensacon, but
I have to.
at all times, even when there's no disease.
A Darth Vader mask with the voice box in it.
That was our surprise guest. He's waiting in line at a gas station, and then as soon as he's done, he's going to jump in.
Wait, waiting in line? Is there a gas shortage?
Yeah, down there.
He's in California.
He's in California. Basically, you're not even allowed. They're only allowing like one person at a time inside the gas station. What he was saying. So,
okay.
One person at a time. Otherwise, the line's outside.
Oh, fancy.
We're also sitting around. We're also sitting around waiting for, of course, the tropical storm hurricane to hit us here in the Gulf Coast area. I know Scott and Corin over there and me here. We're just waiting for that to happen tonight, so we'll get a lot of rain. I don't think it's going to be much of anything, but there is going to be a lot of rain in the next few days for us. So.
You're hunkering. So
I think we're supposed to get like an 11-foot storm surge.
Oh,
okay.
That's
Yeah, we're looking at about 5 feet over here and a lot of rain. Probably over a foot of rain. They said maybe 15 inches. So
wow, that's a ton. Wow.
Yeah,
that's right. This will be your first time to experience a hurricane coming into this area.
In this area, yeah. In Houston, but I'm where my place was in Houston. There is, it's far enough away from the coast where you don't get hit too hard.
Yeah, Scott, in Houston, it's called Wednesday.
Well, there you go. Jeremy Long's asking, what's your drink of choice during a hurricane party? Well, I mean, Ming and Mike aren't any,
when you drink hurricanes?
Yeah, you drink hurricanes. But yeah, Ming and Mike actually had one hit them up there not too long ago as well.
Oh,
the Superstorm.
No,
Yeah.
the one that like almost caught our building on fire.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was
How
about
the heck did that happen?
And it not almost our building did catch on fire.
It did catch on fire.
So
yes.
yeah.
There's a hurricane, knocked out all the power, and then when they tried to cycle the power back, transformer blew on the building, almost burned the whole place down. Yeah, luckily we're okay.
Yeah, we're not lucky with natural disasters. So natural disasters happen to us on a, I think, weekly basis. Floods, fires, locusts.
I know, but it's all centered on this building, oddly enough.
Yeah.
So, like, what's up with that?
I don't think
Might be on the move.
Cursed.
So you may need Corin and Richard Dean Anderson to get in there and bust some ghosts, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
that. If you guys wouldn't mind coming down with your duct tape, that would be refreshing.
Yeah, definitely goes here. Definitely goes.
Hey, duct tape works on anything. You can fix it all.
Especially ducks.
It's good enough for Tom DeLay. It's good enough for me, man.
So, Mike, is there anything news coming up as far as, I mean, we kind of went over with the Halloween Fest was coming up, which speaking of which, we'll also, the shop's going to be providing a lot of comic books to give away. I guess it's part of y'all swag bags and everything else. We've got probably about 2 or 3 long boxes full of comics to give away to the kids that come around.
While supplies last, we're going to be giving out free trick-or-treat bags to all the kids as well.
Nice.
We're going to order a bunch of those to give out so that they can go out that night and hopefully, hit a few houses. I know it's not going to be a big year like it normally is, but hopefully they can get around and get a few houses and have a good time. So we're gonna try to do that. We're just going to make sure that everybody can get out and enjoy Halloween. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. Obviously, my wife and I were married, had a Halloween wedding. We dressed up in costume. Everybody came dressed in costume. So, and that was a long time ago. So, but we always love Halloween every year. And so this COVID thing is kind of throwing a kink in that. Normally we host the Rocky Horror Picture Show every year as Nightmare Theater, but that won't happen this year because obviously we can't get together. But we're gonna just try to have a good time. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's just come out, enjoy themselves. The kids, you can bring the kids. Everybody just come out and enjoy themselves, dress up, and do all the things that you normally do on Halloween. I'm sure there'll be some. The bars are opening at half capacity starting on Monday here in Florida. Finally, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that too. So, but bring the kids out during the day and have a good time there.
Yeah, if a lot of the vendors bring some Halloween candy, then the younger cosplayers / ones dressed in costumes can do a little trick or treating at the con.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to do that as well. We're going to have the vendors have some candy and let them go around and get something.
You're going to catch me dressed like a Jawa, walking on my knees, going from table to table, stealing Snickers.
Or was it Yoda from E.T.? There's a
Thank you.
I don't think if you're a vendor or if your state will allow door-to-door trick-or-treating, you're not handing out full-size candy bars.
You're a
jerk.
Yeah, you're cheap.
You're a cheap bastard.
Yeah,
What they call fun size, which are like even bigger than the regular one.
Those are not fun.
Share size.
That's like the stuff you get caught between your teeth, and you're like, all right, there, it's out. No, those fun size things. No, that's cheap. Full size. Give them to the kids. It's been a rough year.
Yeah, come on.
Just buy full-size candy bars.
Come on.
Or big giant ones.
Yeah, or get the ones,
the king size.
Yeah, those really big ones that they sell, like the welcome mat size.
Welcome mat size, exactly.
Leave the bag of Smarties at home unless you're going to put the whole bag in there.
Exactly. If you give Smarties out, or God forbid, you give Necco wafers. I'm bringing eggs. That's Zagnut.
Zagnut.
That's
nice. There we go.
Mike is my man.
There's a guy that we can get behind.
Zagnut and Clark bars. You are my man.
A man has a Zagnut right in front of him.
Damn straight.
That's amazing. Mike,
when I was doing Stargate, a lot of the first conventions I was doing over in the UK, there happened to be this group of Jonas followers, Jonas supporters, who gave themselves the name of the OJBs, the Order of Jonas's Banana, and they would wear these brown capes with OJB on the back because I did this scene in outer space with Teal, and I'm like, it's the first banana in space. There's another story behind how the banana got in the scene.
Sure.
We won't have to tell right now, but let's suffice to say it wasn't scripted.
That's a story you can ask Corin when you go to Halloween Fest.
Well, so I'd go to these conventions and I'd always get these banana gifts, like stuffy bananas and little banana statuettes and banana candies and whatever was banana flavored. And one time I get over there, I think it was maybe the 4th or 5th time I went to the UK for a convention, and the group of the OJBs show up, and they have like a 10-pound bag of candied bananas, the sponge ones, sponge bananas, and to get like they weigh nothing, so 10 pounds. The bag was like the size of my torso. You know what I mean? And needless to say, unfortunately, I didn't want to try to smuggle that through through customs.
Takes a lot of lube.
It ended up staying in my hotel room with a message for the help staff to enjoy themselves.
enjoy Corin's banana.
Also in lieu of tip, please enjoy these complimentary banana. I was like, son of that cheap. Well, at least they were fun size.
Hey, Mike, Daryl's asking, will Halloween Fest be limited as far as the amount of attendees?
No, we're seeing it more as a come and go kind of event. It's like people can come hang out for a little while and then just go on. We're going to try to enforce social distancing as much as we can, but we're going to have the whole plaza, and we're also, I guess I can announce now, we're going to close off Church Street, which is next to it as well. So we'll have it's going to be a very large area of space, and people will be able to get around and be safe. So it's going to be I think it's going to be nice for everybody, and just like I said, everybody come out and enjoy and be safe. That's the main thing. But yeah, we're gonna have a designated area for people to sit and eat. They can, if you're sitting and eating, actively eating and drinking, you can take your mask off for that, obviously. But we're going to keep that social distance as well. We're really following the model of what Disney World has done, because I think they're some of the leaders in the world as far as keeping people safe in a large area in a kind of theme park environment, kind of event environment. So we're really following what they have done. We're looking to them for right now.
So that's a good move, because if anybody points at you, you just point at Disney.
That's right.
It's their fault. Well, any news upcoming for Pensacon or anything like that? Well, I know one thing, but I don't know if you can talk about it yet. But anything else?
I guess we could talk about it since he's here. Guys, I'll let you know that Mike Zapcic is going to join us at Pensacon next year.
Wow!
Yay!
Everybody jumping down about that one, because Mike's coming back. I mean, Mike's coming back.
It was
match game again. It's going to be fun.
We're gonna have a blast, Mike.
Yep.
And
Mike and Ming have been out and eating in Pensacola. They know what it's all about. They know all the good restaurants we have and all the great. Corin hasn't experienced it yet, but there's a lot in Pensacola that goes on during Pensacon or one of our events. A lot of the restaurants and bars up and down Palafox Street get involved, and they want to decorate. They want to be a part as well. So it's a really fun time, and everybody sticks around and parties even after the
I want
doors.
to see one of them.
Don't be surprised if there's a Stargate themed one.
Well, I was just saying it'd be funny if one of the bars made everybody who worked there dress up like stormtroopers, including the bartenders and everything like that. That would be amazing.
Well,
it's what happened after the Empire failed. All the stormtroopers had to go out and get normal jobs. You know what I mean? Fry cook, whatever.
I feel like we'll see some stormtroopers out at the Halloween Fest. I have no doubt we'll see a few of them out there hanging out this year as well. Our friends at the 501st always come out and show up and have a good time. So
yeah, I always thought that was one of the cooler things about Dragon Con was the big parade that they would do in downtown, that big march. And I mean, when you look at the photos, I mean, it literally looks like the Empire has landed on Earth and is taking over. It's just one of the coolest sights ever.
You'll get to see some of this stuff again when you get over there as well. I'm showing them some of the pictures from the museum.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Stuff from Stargate.
Yeah, we'll be going up to the Merrill Movie Museum. They always do a lot of stuff with us as well. The Fish House and the Deck Bar and Atlas House, and they always decorate every year their restaurants. They do the Harry Potter and Star Wars and Star Trek, and they have a lot of screen use stuff that was actually used in all of the stuff. I know one of the props that everybody always gasps about when we show it to them is they actually have up there and our offices are on the same floor, which is kind of nice. We get to go in there every day, but they have the windshield, the shot up windshield from the Joker's semi from Dark Knight, the Dark Knight movie. So they've got that windshield in there. They've got everything from one of my favorite pieces, which is a signed call sheet from Lifeboat signed by Alfred Hitchcock. They've got the actual letter that they sent to Boris Karloff to license his image for the Boris Karloff comic book. that Boris Karloff signed the contract on and everything. So they've got a lot of
That's really cool
there.
Yeah, I love that. I love that kind of memorabilia. I really should have, over the years, I didn't really pay much attention to all of that, and when I look back on it, I'm like, I should have kept something from the movie Tucker. I mean, I have some stuff from there, but not really like memorabilia from the set. I have like gifts that they gave us at the end of the shoot. Jeff Bridges was always taking photos throughout the entire production. And at the end of the production, he gave everybody, a nice bound photo book of all of the photos he had taken throughout the production. And then the production itself gave us these cast steel Tucker cars that, they weigh probably 5 pounds each. These things are really gorgeous.
In the future, just steel props.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I should have a long time ago. I
should have taken an actual Tucker car, not one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Just drive it off the lot. That's what was doing on Supernatural.
Yeah, I think you've earned it.
Yeah.
Corin, I think you earned
He's got baby. You say, look, I love this car. It's mine. And you were probably, 14, 15 when you were...
When I did the movie, 12.
12? Perfect.
Yes.
You're old enough to steal a car.
I was, actually. I probably could have gotten away with it. Although the seats in the Tucker, boy, there's a long distance between your seat and the pedals.
Did you ever watch Little Rascals? You tie a box around your foot.
There you go. Exactly.
That's what Short Round did.
Yeah, he did in Temple of Doom. Man, it worked out for them.
Worked out for him.
See you later, Laozu.
Well, out of curiosity,
Jeff
Mike,
Daniels?
10,000 yet?
I did. I'm at like 10.1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Took you so long. Now you're just doing overkill.
Well, I know. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even really until Ming's like, listen, get to 10,000. This way you get some stuff that we can, monetize. I'm like, all right, great.
Right after this, he posted videos of it. Hey, this is Mike Zapcic. I'm coming to Pensacon 2011.
There you go. And then it goes to Pensacon.
Sorry, 2021.
Yeah.
And then when you swipe up, it goes to Pensacon.com.
Beautiful.
Everybody. It's easy.
There you are. See, we're thinking of you, Mike.
Yeah.
You.
Before yesterday, you weren't able to do that.
I can do that today. I can
do
do that. And Jesus Christ helped me get there. So
yeah, I saw the picture for that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
He was your buddy.
He's always my buddy.
Well, any other interesting news going on?
What's going on the feed over there?
Oh, let's see. We can look.
Anything exciting happening over there?
Stacy, Jean, and her or him missed the two of you coming to cons. So I guess they're talking to you, Ming and Mike.
Oh, cool. Hey, all right. Well, Gene.
Christopher Hewitt said he went to his first Pensacon this year and had an absolute blast.
Nice. Good job.
So, yeah.
Come back.
He's going to have to come to this one to thank us for the John Wick statue we sent to him.
Yeah.
Oh, is he one of the ones that got one?
He did. Yeah, you got a John Wick figure.
Oh, wow. Where's mine? I go in there, I comment.
Oh, well, just wait and keep watching.
You never
know when you might win, Scott.
Honestly, on something like that, if I win, I would just say give it to somebody else. I would never do that.
And take a look behind you. You have all this stuff.
You have it. Yeah,
you have everything.
This place is jam packed. I mean, there's not much room left for almost anything in here, including people.
Well, I'll tell you, we're being Corin when we first got here. We're talking about actually building a stage and having our own podcast stage, live stream stage here in the shop. So
I think it's a great idea, and the shop is actually big enough for it, and it would look really cool. I just thought it would be fun that if people came by the shop when you send out a notice that you're going to be live streaming, have some chairs in here, and people can come in and hang out and actually watch the live stream live.
Have an audience.
You know what I mean? Why
sure.
not?
You've got your own podcast studio, so that'll be good.
They can heckle if they want.
Well, I don't know. That gets to be a pain in the butt.
If they want. Oh my God, if they want.
It's a prerequisite.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe we got some comedians coming here. You can do a stand-up thing or something like that.
That'd be terrible.
Get Mike to come in and DJ. Ming can come in and do karaoke.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Are you the king of karaoke, Ming?
Ming? I'll sing. Me and Scott will sing every so often, but I really
Ming will sing.
Yes, Ming will sing. But I love hosting the karaoke parties. That's
yeah. We actually came up with a name. It was Ming Chen's White Folky Karaoke, and you had to sing stuff from the '70s, like the whitest of the white songs, and it went well.
Yeah, we're real.
There's a lot to choose from.
There's many. Disco is always big with that.
I might have to go the Kiss route for disco.
If you'd like, you can do what you like, Scott. Scott, it's your place. You can do what you want.
Actually, I got I don't know. Last time after we got done singing karaoke, Ming ends up rubbing it in, and the one song that we sing, he's backstage at the concert for the band that we had just sang karaoke with a couple of weeks beforehand.
Is that the Donna Summers?
Yeah, Donna Summers has just commented saying, "I volunteered for the last 4 years. I love it. We'll be in 2021." But is that I Will Survive?
Yes,
Donna Summers.
Nice.
No, that was wasn't that?
That wasn't Donna
I don't
Summers.
think that was
Okay.
No, that was
Carwalk?
Elephant on the elevator.
Gloria Gaynor. Gloria
Gloria
Gaynor.
Gaynor was yes.
There are no elephants in Alabama.
No, that was not her.
Just the red one.
Bad.
Bad Girls.
Bad
was
girls.
Donna Summers.
Bad girls. Sorry, Donna.
hot
So
stuff.
any other good news going on? I know you're proud of the fact of that nice piece of machinery sitting right behind you.
Yeah, that's my new jukebox I just got, which is a lovely thing.
Is it vintage or is it a new one?
No, it's a 1973 Wurlitzer Superstar.
Wow.
So
It lives up to the name, Michael.
I've assumed that you told us it holds 145s.
that's correct.
And how full is it right now?
It's full.
Whoa.
Oh, it
With
came
plenty
with
of
the album?
Oh no.
Plenty of extras.
Oh.
I got lots of records, guys. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I figured he had enough 45 to fill, but I didn't know if he had 100 though. 100 is a lot.
I guarantee you, somewhere in one of those 45s is a copy of one of the songs from Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I would
Yeah.
hope so.
Ain't Nobody by Chaka Khan's on there. That's right.
Oh, that's such a great song. That's awesome.
Midnight doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, guys, anything else going on with y'all up there in New Jersey right now? I mean, I saw y'all did like a monster. Congratulations, by the way. Y'all achieved something that I would never have thought possible with the movies.
Oh, we streamed we moved a whole film festival online. 180 short films.
All this, man.
Sat here for a day and a half and did over 24 hours of live streaming.
Wow.
Streams. And we pulled it off. We have one of our podcasters here runs a film festival. And they're like, well, we can't do it anymore. I'm like, not so fast. I think you can. And we moved it all online. And it's called
What a great idea. I mean, what a fantastic idea.
It's called the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. And on all weekend. So we're kind of half dead right here.
Ming's half dead. Me, I'm fresh as a daisy. Although I was getting alerts saying that
you are live.
No, I am live, and my video is partially blocked because there's a song in there that might not be copyright, or was
copyrighted.
That was copyrighted that I have no fair use of, and I'm like, screw you.
It's easy. You just go back to Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, Kurt, Lars from Metallica gave me permission.
Yes,
for this
that's
song.
right. Oh, okay. Good enough. Johnny Z said I could use this.
Lars from Metallica, traditionally very litigious, but not in our case. He gave us permission.
Yes, he's very, very helpful.
Yeah, that's great. This Friday, Kevin is coming back.
Yes. For
2 huge events. Which one do we go to first?
Let's go to the Bellworks.
Okay, Kevin and Jay are doing a drive-in performance.
Yes, of Jay and Silent Bob Get Old.
Yeah, so they'll be performing a live podcast. It'll be projected on a drive-in theater side screen, and then FN transmitted to all the cars in attendance.
Yes, and
that's a great concept.
It's fantastic concept, but the really cool thing about this is it's in the former Bell Labs parking lot, the parking lot where they discovered the boson particle.
Okay.
So time travel is possible, and the God particle is possible, and Jay and Silent Bob Get Old in this part. So it's like, wow, 3 things that are amazing that we found. Tachyons, the boson particle, and Jay and Silent Bob in making fun of each other's wee-wees.
So they could travel back in time and get younger then.
Yes.
With the boson particle.
No, not that'd be tachyons.
Tachyons.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's just a great setup for another movie.
Oh, perfect. Yes. Time for recasting. And you know what? I'm sorry, Corin. I think that you would make a great Jay.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, me and Jay Muse are good buddies, so.
Well, so if we
I
come
did a
up there,
stoner comedy with Jay Muse.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, me, Jay Muse, and David Faustino was also in it.
what was that?
Yeah, what was that?
It was I think it was called it was originally called The Nice Guys. I'm not sure what they finally released it as. Danny Trejo Productions. He was in it as well.
Okay.
But it was a blast. We had a great time.
So if we come up there and try to get into the shop while Kevin's in the back and like try to kick you in the butt, and how does that work?
Yeah,
Kevin's trying to kick me in the butt. What for?
No. If we try to get in, and you're gonna let us in, or do we have to kick you in the butt? And
yeah. Does he have to punch you to get in?
No. If you punch me, you won't get in.
Because someone
actually did punch me after I wouldn't let them in. So
yeah, no, I still think that was so silly and funny, and
Oh,
I'm sure at the time it was not, but
no, at the time it very much was. It was ridiculous and stupid. So that's what I love about it.
But I was Scott. I was asked today, the driving event, huge event. There's gonna be a ton of people. Like, hey, Ming, do you know anyone who would come down and run a merchandise booth for us at the event? I'm like, well, can you get Mike to come down and work for free? And they're like, no, because he's going to be too busy doing something else.
Yeah, I'm going to be working at the movies. So turns out that having a restaurant background kind of sucks. So.
Or he could be, yeah. So
I'm flipping burgers.
Kevin's opening up a movies pop-up restaurant here in Red Bank. Like they're turning, it's a pizza place that used to be a Burger King into a movies.
Yeah.
And then people could already go online. I think they're sold out already.
Oh, they're definitely sold out.
They could go on and buy time slots and get a movie meal and come experience a movies pop-up. So wait, you said restaurant experience. Are they going to make you flip burgers?
Yeah, I'm going to have to
You're going to make hater tots?
You're talking about like the stormtroopers, on the violator. That's going to be me because it's like, oh my God, come on. I got to, oh God. No salt on those damn fries. Nah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I said
maybe I'll just come on up there and I'll run the merchandise booth for you.
Sure, if you'd like.
I'll throw your hat in the ring. It's like, yo, I said no secret sauce.
Yeah. This is a secret sauce, all right.
Yeah, but they said you would be busy doing that.
Yeah. Whatever you do not send the burger back.
Right? Yeah, you don't have the flies and the flies in it.
No, if you, I have never done that. I never did that. I have only done one bad thing to food, and that
in your life,
in my life, and that guy deserved it.
Well, Scott Sturgill's in. He said, Mike, you look a lot like Brian from Comic Book Man.
How dare you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, Scott Sturgill? That is not
Sturgill.
True at all.
That's Mike. If you were more litigious, I would get after this guy.
Oh yeah, that's a
that was fighting words.
That's a suable offense right there. Mike Ensley
got right on beard, so I think I'm gonna have to go after him.
Yeah, Mike is much more attractive than Brian Johnson. He's got a better attitude, and
he used to be a wrestler.
Wow, you're gonna just slam Brian like that? All right,
he knows it. He
knows
it. It's not a slam.
Mike Ensley used to be a wrestler.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, way back when.
Did you have a name?
What's that?
A name? Did you have a wrestling name?
I had several wrestling names. I was always the bad guy. So one year, McGuire's down here, which I know you guys love McGuire's, and you go there and eat every time you come. They used to have a giant St. Patrick's Day party. So one year they had wrestling at that, and I was the Russian assassin. So I dressed up in a mask that said CCCP across the top, and I sang the Russian national anthem. I had a big chain. I didn't know how to sing the Russian national anthem. I just made it up. But
no one would have known the difference.
Yeah, it really made all the drunk people there for the St. Patrick's Day party really angry. And then we had a character when we wrestled in a kind of a country bar, cowboy bar. I did a character called the Gay Caballero who wore pink tights and had little guns. And my friend Chip, who you guys have met, I think, but Chip was my manager, Bruce, and he had like a linen suit on, and we would go out and we would yell at people about people for working for minimum wage and things like that, just to antagonize the crowd. We had a really good time with that one too. But yeah, I did gimmicks like that.
It's incredible. I would think that the Irish would be more angry if he sang "God Save the Queen," but.
Well, you'll see when you come to Pensacola, we're a very patriotic town, Navy town, very patriotic. People will get very upset. about a Russian being here. So
Just the Russian assassin. They couldn't give you like Ivan the Russian assassin. Just the Russian
just
assassin.
Oh, it was Mike.
You could,
The
yeah.
Russian assassin.
You couldn't even. They didn't even give him a backstory. They're just like,
he's a Russian.
I'm Irish and I'm drunk, and that's your backstory. So
Yeah, well, I got cans thrown at me, glasses, all that stuff. They were really angry. It was mid-afternoon. Everybody been drinking since 10 in the morning, so it was a good time.
Actual glasses, not plastic cups.
Oh yeah, glasses thrown. Yeah, that was the 80s. So everything went in those days in the 80s. Yeah, you have to dodge and all that kind of stuff. But
Wow, I can't imagine you as a heel, Mike. And
I was a great heel. I love being a heel.
can't imagine you.
no, the nicest guys make the best heels.
He's such a nice
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Wow, amazing.
I want to see the outfit of the gay caballero. Was that what it was?
I don't think I have it anymore.
No, man.
Yeah, Mike, does it still fit?
No, I don't think I have it anymore.
I want to at least see some photos when I get to Pensacon. You better drum up some pictures.
Try and
of
dig some of that out. I think there's a video somewhere. I'll have to figure that out.
Oh, that's going to be priceless. We need to put it on a loop and just screen it right there at the very front of the whole convention where everybody walks in. Just have it.
Yeah,
on
we
the
do whatever we could to make the street. One of our friends who's been to Pensacon a couple times is now back living in England is the exotic Adrian Street, who a lot of people don't know because he really wrestled in the South more than anything else. But he was a huge star in the UK, and his whole gimmick was kind of an androgynous character. They actually just made a documentary about him that just got released. I think it's on Amazon Prime now, and you can rent it. But Adrian had done a music album. One of the songs was called "There's Something Mighty Strange About a Cowboy," and that was my entrance music. So that really, really made them angry.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, we just did whatever we could to antagonize.
Actually, that was
in the
pretty.
audience.
And Scott Sturgill, no, buddy, we're just busting your chops.
Scott Sturgill says didn't mean to offend, but
He
it was
did
the
not
beer.
mean to offend.
Good,
Beer.
Scott.
We're good, Scott, and I don't think Mike is going to sue you. Trust me.
Scott,
we're
welcome,
okay.
Scott, welcome to the good old New Jersey ball bus.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my goodness. And people say I have a thin skin. Oh,
I know. Well,
I do.
I can almost see through it.
It's true. It's the blue veins. It's disgusting.
Well, he still hasn't come in yet, but would you like to go ahead and announce what we're going to announce, and when he comes in,
Sure.
you can let him do it?
Yeah, let's go do it.
I'll let you get started telling whatever, and then you let me know when to put the graphic up.
Well, we're going to have someone else coming to join us here at Halloweenfest on October 31st in downtown Pensacola. Our good friend and your good friend and a guy that we love a lot. He's done Mardi Gras parades with us. He was at Pensacon this past year. Mr. Jason London is going to join us at Halloweenfest. So we'll get to see Jason again. Of course, he's got Corin talked about Tales from the Crypt. Jason also had a really good Tales from the Crypt episode that he did. I think everybody knows him from Dazed and Confused. Everybody loves that. But he was in, the Dracula films 2 and 3, Dracula Ascending, all that stuff he did. He's done a lot of horror stuff as well. And we're just big fans of Jason's.
Yeah,
So
he did Carrie. No, Carrie 2, I think he was in.
Yeah, he was in Carrie 2.
Yeah.
Dracula 2.
Yeah, Jason and I are working on developing a show to shoot down here right now as well.
Right, Mississippi River Sharks. That was one of my favorites.
Mississippi River Sharks.
With
I
him
love
and Carrie both.
they're so entertaining and so fun.
Wow.
I love cheesy movies. Anyway.
Oh, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you bust.
Okay.
But no, Corin was saying him and Jason are actually working together right now, writing a series for
Yeah,
hopefully be filmed pretty soon.
I just finished the synopsis for the 12th and final episode of what would be season 1, the 12-episode season. And it's kind of, a murder mystery show. Takes place small rural town here in the South, and called Blackwater Blues. Me and Jason playing brothers, and the insanity will ensue. But yeah, we're very excited about it. We got the pilot script already finished, and we got to rework it a bit, and then once we put all of the Bible together for the series, we'll see if we want to try and shoot a little teaser for it ahead of time before we take it out and shop it, or if the connections we have are viable enough to be able to possibly even just at least get the pilot off the ground. But we'd like to block shoot the entire series, have all the scripts ready and just shoot out every single location for every single episode and just knock the whole thing out in a short amount of time at a really tight budget for maximum return on the back end. So we'll see how we can finagle it. But I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it.
Well, I guess his ears must have been burning. He just texted and said he'll be here at about 5. So.
He's still in line at the gas station?
Yeah. No, now he's in line at
don't even know. So it's honestly, I don't know. You just got back from California, didn't you? So
yeah, well, it was before I guess these fires all hit and all of that. I wasn't out there for very long. I was only out there maybe 12 days or so, but it was you know, it was relatively quiet. I'll tell you that much.
I gotta tell you, the gas station right now in California is the last place I'd go. Just
gas.
Even then, I mean, the prices in California are outrageous. My goodness,
Really?
Ride a bike, for God's sakes.
Get one of those electric cars.
Well, they got those scooters all over the city now, so you can just, you know, hop on one of those.
I mean, you got a fan right there.
Joseph Savage. I love the name. The guy's Ming is such a great person. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's
Fred's little brother.
Is it Fred? And Ben's? What about Ben?
He wants you to Venmo now, Ming. So get that done.
Okay, I
No
can do
relation to
that.
Ben.
Joe Savage, send me your Venmo and I'll make that payment right away, sir. Thank you.
How does I mean? Do you actually do pretty well with that? I mean, is it fun doing? I mean, compared to what you already do on here, I guess it's just kind of old hat going on Venmo and recording something, huh? Or not Venmo, but Cameo.
Yeah, actually,
I know I lost it for a second there.
I'm like, oh my God, Scott, the Venmo is just for cash.
Well, it depends on what he's doing. All right, no, we're not going here. We're not going
That's
here.
his private Patreon.
Yeah, it's actually that's his. What's that one for? OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
King's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Ming's OnlyFans. That's where he has pictures of him and his banana hammock thong from being on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, not going as well as I thought it would for some reason. But I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
yeah.
So while we're waiting for Jason, Scott, I'll let you know another thing that's happening with me. We're adding our 9th station on Halloween. Gainesville, Florida is coming on board, so that gives us 9 PBS stations that Nightmare Theater is on now.
Great.
That's awesome.
We're going to shoot our Halloween special this week, actually, and that's the only thing we've been able to shoot this whole year, obviously, because COVID has shut everything down. But we're going to shoot our Halloween special this week and have that up for Halloween night. And this will be the first year that it airs on all of our stations on the same night on Halloween. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Actually, go a little bit further into it with Nightmare Theater, because Corin, actually, I was going to wait, but since you brought it up, he doesn't know what we're talking about with this, and probably be very interested in it.
Well, it's a old school horror host show. My friends Chip Chisholm and Lemmy Cruz and I, we host really, really terrible movies. I play a character called the Baron Von Doren, who's like a middle management demon in hell. Chip is my partner, El Sapo de Tempesto. He's my manservant. He's a Mexican wrestler. And then we have our pet werewolf, Mittens, which is played by Lemmy. We actually, the premise of the show is that we're trapped in hell's television station. We've been forced to run this low-watt television station in hell, and so we just show these really, really horrible movies, and we kind of make fun of them and make fun of ourselves along the way. We started out here just in Pensacola. We ended up picking up, like I said, now we're going to be on 9 PBS stations. It's produced by the local PBS station, WSRE, here in Pensacola. We're coming up on our 3rd season. We'll shoot next year. So that it's airing mostly in Florida and Tennessee at this moment, though we do have some stuff in Georgia and South Alabama, and they're kind of just spreading out a little bit now. We're starting to move into different places, Knoxville, and that was just added recently. And so we're getting out there. Apparently PBS is upgrading their system, so they'll be much easier to syndicate us. So they're going to put us out to a lot more stations. So I'm hoping that happens later this year as well, because we're good. We kill 2 hours of time that they need for programming, and nobody's shooting anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love the idea. I love the concept. I mean, it's maybe I'll have to pop on set one time.
Yeah, come on over.
I'll be a just sort of a secondary demon, some kind of popping up from some 8th rung of hell.
We're in Chattanooga in Tennessee.
There you go. Yeah, you could. I mean, if you still had your costume, you could be a demon bunny.
Oh, the Rotten Tail costume.
That's still one of the
fantastic.
crazy things.
Oh God, that movie's too funny.
Hey, we're down there. Ming and I will do a couple of, or like a pop in for you if you want, Mike.
Oh, there you go.
Come do some bits. Yeah, I mean, we've had some people pop in. We had Colin Baker, the Sixth Doctor, come on from Doctor Who and do a bit with us. We had Deep Roy on. That's going to be in the next season, which is insane when you see what Deep does, because everything Deep does is insane.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be a really fun thing. We had Jonah Ray, the comedian Jonah Ray was on. Bill Corbett from Mystery Science Theater 3000, and of course my favorite cameo that we've had is we had Ralph Emery, the Nashville Network and Grand Ole Opry Hall of Famer, came on and did a segment with us, which was really, really fun. He was great. We did a whole bit on the giant Gila monster, kind of a true Hollywood story of what happened to the giant Gila monster after his movie career ended. And Ralph came on and talked about him working on the Nashville Now show that he used to have in the 80s, and it was really, really funny and really well done. So yeah, we've had a lot of great folks. Yeah.
Awesome.
What's up, Daryl?
Sorry, I had to pull that one up. There.
Because I.
Oh yes.
A lot of people love that show. Remember that show.
Well, that's why last time we were on with Ming and Mike. Is one thing too. I actually forgot that he was on Webster as well.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Well, if anybody else got any questions, please post them in the comment section. We're more than happy to answer anything you've got to ask within reason, and some without reason.
I was going to say we kind of piled on Emmanuel Lewis there, didn't we?
Oh,
Yeah,
last-
you got kind of rough for a bit.
I didn't really mean to. I mean, I'm sure he's a very sweet man, but especially since
that's not what you said last week.
But I changed my mind this week. So
You were very short with him.
Yeah, you were very, yeah.
Older than all of us. I mean, the guy is
might have hit his head or smacked him right in the forehead. We're not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, you were really small about those comments last week, and I just didn't appreciate it. I don't think he did either.
I'm telling you. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I feel this small now.
Yeah,
so
you should feel that small.
Yeah.
You need to get off your high horse.
Yeah, how dare you cut down people like that?
Wow. All right. These puns really suck. I hope you both burn in hell.
That shows so
Not anywhere near you, Mike.
Yeah, so short-sighted of you, Mike.
Yes.
I'm really disappointed.
Well, I mean,
You didn't say anything about being diminutive. That's fine. That's good.
no, not at all.
Janet, get down to Pensacon.
Oh my God, Janet Attenberry has to come to Pensacon. She's been to every other con in the world. Get down to Pensacon.
Yeah.
actually, it's a lot of fun. I mean, from everything which I can't wait for you to experience. These two guys have, but they're right, dude. Everything downtown, everything around there, the entire city embraces it. It's like a not so crowded version, I guess, of San Diego without it being so hoity-toity either, and just everything being super expensive. Everything
San Diego, it's not even enjoyable anymore.
Oh no,
it's
I'll tell you,
absolute chaos.
The downtown area really embraces it all. Like I was saying before, don't be surprised if there is a Stargate themed restaurant. They may have one that wants to do that. They'll have
as long as they change the toilet seats out for ones that look like the Stargate.
Do you not have to flush afterwards?
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, it just disappears on entry. Just don't put your full weight down on it because they end up on a planetary system.
Or
a piece of you might, yes.
Mike, I've been sitting here just curbing my tongue, and these guys are just making this not family friendly.
Yeah, well, there's nothing.
Hey, I'm playing ball. I just want you to know that, and it's taking a lot of self-control here.
It's a whole load of
we
crap.
were talking about like normal bodily functions.
Well, no, we used to call it the big toilet bowl on set. That was kind of the nickname for it, and going through it was called being flushed. So it was, I'm not just whipping this out of nowhere.
Well, I guess when it came up, it had that big thing that came out. So
yes,
that was the
exactly.
inside part where you flush it. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's when it goes into bidet mode, and then it goes back into regular flush mode.
And see, knowing Chris Judge a little bit, I can say yes, that's the kind of stuff that he would do on set too. So,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was great to work with. When I did a scene with him, one of my first couple of scenes on it, and we had a scene where I'm working out with him and we're boxing and stuff, and so he just decides, he's like, well, let me see if this new actor can take a punch, and so he just we had gloves on, of course, but he just cold cocks me, and I was supposed to go down anyway, because it was supposed to be a fake punch, but he actually got me. And I was down there and I just jumped up and shook it off real quick. And he was like, All right, good. He can take a punch. I like this guy. And our friendship was sealed after that.
Here, let me try it again.
Or
But-
didn't.
Yeah, thank you, Stacy. Stacy just popped up a comment there. That's Stacy Dugan, who's married to John Dugan, who was grandpa in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We've had him as a guest several years, and we love John. He's great.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I can't wait for is, so I still haven't had the chance to go up to New Jersey like I keep wanting to, but I guess with you two coming down here, we can bring a bit of a shared universe to Pensacola at Pensacon and see what we can get going on with that. Maybe set up a
1,000% we can.
It'll be awesome, but we could actually set up a podcast or a live stream station right there in the lobby of the hotel.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be a pretty sweet backdrop. Yeah, we're totally down with that for sure.
Just the only problem is we probably don't want a lot of people to see some of the stuff that would be seen, but
So you don't want it, but hey,
I think the lobby, like if you face it toward where the elevators are, it's pretty tame. You turn it around where that big aviation bar is, maybe that big lobby. Okay, maybe that might be questionable, but hey,
yeah, I think we can control the crowd. There,
everybody on
Scott.
their own best or worst behavior, I guess. Good luck, everybody. But yeah,
it would be a big difference if it's facing the bar or facing away from the bar. Because facing the bar, things could get a little rowdy.
And I'm not the only one that heard that pan music, right?
that was Jason texting in.
Is he at the Duncan?
yeah.
Is that what?
I'm trying to talk him into showing him how to get onto here with his phone. So
Is he in line for toilet paper now?
Yeah,
Like what's going
yeah.
on here?
Oh man, it's one line to the next out there.
Yeah, he's online to get hosed down for being on fire.
Yeah, if he took a dump in the Stargate, he wouldn't need toilet paper. would you?
No.
No.
Well, actually, yeah, you probably would,
Okay,
depending on
Yeah, I
what you ate
think-
for dinner.
right. You would still.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, seriously, because I mean, you still wipe, man. It's just common courtesy.
I
No, honestly, they should have had, and even though no one would have ever seen it, they should have had a small roll of toilet paper like next to the Stargate down really low where hardly anybody could see it. That would have been
great.
very funny. Yeah, a very, very funny Easter egg.
oh, so he's just now getting the thing. Okay, so I'm sorry. Let me step up for a second. Y'all keep going. I'll try to talk Jason on how to get on here.
They're like press this link
Seriously.
and then you're on. But that's
Mike,
okay.
are you sure you want to have him there? I mean, you know.
We just point him in the right direction. He's fine.
All right, good deal.
Wait a minute, where's this con again?
Yeah.
Pensacola. I thought it was.
That's a call. I'm
Yeah.
not going up there.
I
They
thought.
still-
I thought that was a kind of soda. Pensacola.
Oh,
No?
no.
I
Oh.
thought it was
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, am
That's
I-
a racist state.
Am I in the right place? Like, no.
No, sir.
No,
no.
Jason, you are not.
I'm sorry. This is Pittsburgh. Now you have to go someplace else.
All right, let me try to talk him through this. I just sent it to Rebecca. Make sure you've got this going.
All right.
What's kind of the schedule going to be when I get there at Pensacon? What's the usual kind of daily routine?
Or the Halloween thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, for the Halloween Fest, we're just going to have you. We've got you a special area set up. You and Jason can go over there and hang out, talk to fans. I'm sure you have some photos and stuff you can sign for folks, and then come up and purchase whatever they want. I don't know with COVID if you're going to want to do selfies. I imagine a lot of people are going to try, but do that kind of stuff, and we'll have you guys out there. We also plan on doing a panel, with you to talk about your work and talk about a lot of stuff. I know a lot of people have been asking, is Corin going to do a panel? We have a lot of questions, particularly those Stargate fans. Stargate fans are rabid, man. They hang on to that show with good reason. It was a great show and lasted a long time. And they all want to know, because they ask every year. Oh, there he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
Yeah.
Jason London.
There he is.
Oh,
Oh, hold on. Before you get started, I got to see the freshly younger version of you.
Right? Yeah, I've got all my grays gone. They've darkened
No
this up for
way.
me.
Well, I'll put
How
it
you guys
back
doing?
up. Just let you know, here is the announcement right here. Jason will be at Pensacon Halloweenfest on October 31st.
Yeah, buddy.
amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be a great
That'll be
time.
fun. Yeah, that'll be fun.
How's the shoot going out there?
How you
David?
guys doing? It's
Doing good.
going great. It's a really great group of people. They're being incredibly mindful and safe of everything. And
Yeah.
it's a small crew, but everybody's really good at what they do, so it doesn't have to get too crazy. And the castmates are fantastic, and director really knows what he's doing. It's really nice, and it's been great. It took me a few days to recover from the 5,000 miles it took us to get here.
Yeah, I know, bro. You guys were on the mad drive.
Yeah, we went, what should have been, if you just went from where we live in Mississippi to here in Modesto, you're looking at what, $2,000 or something like that. We ended up zigzagging and going to Oklahoma and Santa Fe and Grand Canyon and all this stuff. We ended up putting over 5,000 miles on the car.
Wow.
So, yeah,
I know it adds up quick. It adds up really quick.
It does. And my body, it also, you don't realize how your body doesn't recover the way that it used to.
Yeah.
So
that comes with maturity.
Yeah, well, that's what I noticed when we were doing that. Yeah, when we were doing that tour, the doing Love America. I mean, it's just, although I absolutely want to do another round of that. But by the time like week 3 rolled around, of just all of the driving and the changing of places to stay and the putting the camper everything up back into the camper and closing everything up and going to the next. I mean, dude, by week 3 I was absolutely destroyed. I don't know how dudes in rock bands at all do it at all. I
well, they have roadies.
The man down there in the bottom right looks like he's chewing on his freaking finger right now. That man is incredible. I'll tell you right now. You talk about going to shows. This sucker, I mean, I'm telling you, before COVID, there wasn't a weekend he was not at a show. I mean, half the time I don't know if he knew where he was or not. But he's also one of those guys that can stay up and have a good time with everybody, and then be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, eating breakfast and drinking coffee and do it all over again. I don't know how.
Not me. Yo, Corin, this is, maybe you guys won't know, but we went out. I want to tell Corin, I just want to brag a little bit. We went out to have an In-N-Out burger. Right next to it, they have a hamburger habit.
Oh yeah.
So the hamburger habit. Did you ever eat there?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh man,
absolutely.
I can't wait for this with you guys because I want to eat. I'm joking.
Somebody's hungry.
But, yeah.
Well, actually,
not to do free advert. I'm starving.
Chris, that's the other brother. It's not Jeremy. That is Jason.
Oh wow.
And his last name was Evil Lash.
Yeah, Chris Evil Lash. That was not Jeremy. That's the good one.
When you put a picture with Jeremy up, they always want to tag Jason. When you put a picture with Jason up, they always want to tag Jeremy on Facebook. It's pretty funny.
The funny thing is I understand you look nothing alike.
I think that it really takes getting to really pretty much know us personality wise before you can truly truly see the difference. If people really don't know us that well, then I think it's
Sorry. I already got my
COVID.
I'm negative.
All right. Sure.
How's that storm looking there, guys?
Actually, not looking like anything right now, but you know how it is. It'll just swoop in out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's not supposed to come in until like tomorrow and the next day. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things. Just like with every storm that comes in, you never know until it gets closer. And as much as you think you're prepared for it, you never are.
Exactly. Well, we've been. Yeah, we're not in the middle of any of the fires or anything, but we are. Unfortunately, we're downwind, and for a couple of days, it was literally snowing ash. My car is completely covered in ash right now. Everything inside of my car. You had to have a mask on outside.
Yeah,
no
for
matter
sure.
what, even if there was no COVID. And
like
it was
Hong Kong in the
skies,
80s.
super orange. It was creepy. It was it was creepy. It was creepy. For here's not so bad, and it's also it's cool. It's nice and cool right now. So, but once some winds came in, it kind of blew it out a little bit. But it was for a couple of days. It was rough. It really was.
Well, guys, Jason, thanks for coming.
Well, I'm gonna.
If there's
say
anything
adios.
anybody else wants to go, I know some of us got to run pretty soon. But,
well, what's the name of the movie you're working on, Jason? Just so people can get a wind of it.
It's called Love Is on the Air. It's called Love
Okay,
is
cool.
on the Air. It's a sort of a little romantic comedy, a little rom-com.
Nice.
All right,
Well,
love you guys. Talk to you
y'all have
soon.
anything else y'all
See you
want?
later, Jason. It's good seeing you.
Jason.
All right, buddy. Y'all take care. Thank y'all for
You too.
coming in.
What's that,
and,
brother? What's up, Scott?
No, I was going to say,
All right.
everybody, thanks for tuning in. And anybody else got anything they want to say, promote, push, pull?
Everybody have a great rest of the day, and
Go to Pensacon
go to
Halloweenfest.
Pensacon Halloween
Come meet
Fest.
Jason. Come meet Corin. They're in Pensacon. You'll be able to in February meet Ming and Mike and come hang out with them and do some podcasts and have fun. And everybody, thank y'all very much for coming by.
Thank you.
Mike,
Hey.
Love you,
Scott,
Mike.
Corin.
Love you, Scott. Love you, Corin.
Love you
y'all,
guys.
buddy.
See you guys soon.